himself due to pressing other business. He will not be here this afternoon. So let's move to the Housing Authority meeting. We have items 10.1 and 10.2 on the agenda for approval. We have no comment.
Move approval of those two items.
We have a motion and a second for approval. Let's vote. Those items are approved. We move now to the Flood Control Water Conservation District meeting on the 1:30 calendar. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 items for public hearing. Should we first discuss 11.5? We have witnesses here for that one.
That would be my suggestion, sir.
Please proceed, and note that we have a 4/5 vote requirement there, but we have only 3 supervisors, and I understand you've explained to the people that are involved that they have the option. What was their choice?
You stated it correctly, sir. I did talk to the Wongs. I don't know their decision, but I explained to them that the board could not take an action today because there were only 3 members present, that they had the option. Ms. Walls explained it too. They had the option of either doing their testimony today and the other board members listening to it before action was taken, or coming back whenever this is rescheduled. And I have checked with Sherry, and she says that the 31st there should be a full contingent of board members.
Okay, thank you. Deborah Wong, are you here? Thank you. I apologize if 2 of my colleagues have been called away. I would recommend that the best procedure, if it's possible, is that you return on the 31st when all 5 of us will be here to hear your arguments personally. The other option would be to go ahead and make your public presentation now, and the members that are absent will have the opportunity to review it before making a decision. But you may want to be here when that's done, so it's up to you. Do you want to testify today, or would you like to come back on the 31st of July?
Can we choose a different date? That's the date my husband goes into surgery, and I have to take care of him.
The next date that we would have, we have four members who will be here on August the 28th. We don't meet very often during the summertime, so that would be pushing it to August 28th. Supervisor Stone has informed us that he will not be able to be here on that day, but there will be 4 members here on August.
Let me check, Mike.
While you're checking on that, staff, is there any reason why there'd be a problem for the county with regard to putting it back that far?
No, sir. We can accommodate almost anything.
Thank you. Okay. With the consent of the parties, I would move that we postpone this item until August the 28th. Have a second on that?
Second.
Please vote. 11.5 is rescheduled for August the 28th, and we apologize. Thank you. We'll look forward to seeing you then.
I did pass out a little packet.
You want these back?
You want, probably best.
Actually, I think it'll give you some time to read it. That would be good. You could take a look at it.
That's fine.
And please bring it with you, back with you on that date.
We need to make sure
you
that
can pass out the other 2 to the people that are missing out.
the copies are available again on the 28th for all members. And we'll take care of that. Thank you.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you so much.
It may actually not be at 1:30.
Oh, I may have misspoken.
Because we're going to be moving the afternoon items to the end of the morning session. So please look for your notice.
We may be doing it in the morning, last thing in the morning.
In other words, it would probably be at 11 or 11:30 instead of 1:30.
We will take charge of making sure the Wongs are notified of the time.
Yeah, I'll be here about 11.
We'll give you a
Okay? All right. Now we have items 11.1 to 11.4 to deal with that are public hearings. Can we take those as a group, or how would you like to proceed?
I would suggest that we take 11.1 separately, sir, but the other 3 are definitely related. And I won't bother the board with a lot of presentation. These are all benefit assessment hearings. It's a parcel fee that helps run, in the case of 11.1, our Zone 3 bond program, we're repaying those bonds, and the other 3 are watersheds within the NPDS program. They're supported by that fee. None of the fees are increased beyond last year. In fact, in 11-1, the fee has actually gone down $1 per parcel. We can go through a lot of presentation, but if you don't need it, and if there's no one here to speak, then I will conclude my remarks there.
With that, we'll open the public hearing then on 11.1, adoption of resolution 2012-17. Is there anyone here to speak on that issue? No one here? I see no one. With that, I will close the public hearing and open it to the board.
I'll move approval of this item.
We have a motion and a second on 11.1. Please vote. And that motion is approved unanimously. I will now open then public hearings on items 11.2, 11.3, and 11.4. That's resolutions 18, 19, and 20 of 2012. Is there anyone here to speak on any one of those 3 resolutions? Going once? Seeing no one?
I'll move approval.
We'll close the public hearing. We have a motion and a second. I would ask you vote. Those items are passed unanimously. Items 11.5.
We just did 11.5.
So we did 11.5.
Just continuing that to August 28th.
11.6.
No other presentation.
No other presentations. We have a speaker on 11.8. Could I have a motion on the other remaining items, 6, 7, and 9?
Moving approval of those items.
Second.
We have a motion and a second. Please vote. Okay, that matter passes. Those 3 matters pass unanimously. Now to take up 11.8, cooperative agreement with the City of Hemet for the Hemet NDP Line D Project 3rd District. And we have a speaker, Linda Krupa. Linda, please step forward. And you've done this before. You know you have 3 minutes.
Good afternoon. I won't take 3 minutes.
Okay.
Linda Krupa, Hemet City Council. Just want to thank you in advance for your approval of this agreement. It will allow us to go forward on the development of this property for commercial use, and also to use a bit of our remaining redevelopment funds. So I thank you in advance for your approval.
Thank you. I apologize for not recognizing you. There have been some changes in that council since I represented it in the legislature. Welcome. Thank you for your comments. Any further comments or concerns? I see none. Can I have a motion for approval?
So moved.
Second.
We have a motion and a second. Please vote. And that item is approved unanimously. Thank you for being here. And good luck. Okay, moving now to the 130 County Board and Waste Resource Management District meeting. We have item 12.1. I'm sorry, item 12. Is it 12.1? Okay, it's not on there.
Okay. I'll move approval if there's
No comments or staff presentation necessary?
no presentation.
Okay, we have a motion and a second. Please vote on item 12.1. And we have a unanimous vote on that item. I believe that brings us to the end of our published agenda, and we have an opportunity for comments or Mr. Ashley.
I have 3.
Okay, you're good.
Okay, I'd like to move that we adjourn in memory of Marine Corporal Anthony Servin, 22 years old, of Reno Valley, who died from combat operations in Afghanistan. Also from Dominic Durden from Reno Valley, who was killed in a fatal traffic collision on southbound Pigeon Pass near the intersection of Chambry Drive on last Thursday. And Dominic was a former member of the MVTV Channel 3 television crew in Reno Valley and volunteered for the Reno Valley Fire Department and volunteered for the Office of Emergency Management. He was recognized in the City of Reno Valley's Volunteer of the Year in 2003 for his dedication and commitment to the city. For the the past 6 years, Dominic had worked as a dispatcher for the Riverside County Sheriff's Department. And there's been some memorial funds have been established, and they're setting up a scholarship in his honor. Our heartfelt condolences and sympathy go out to Dominic's mother and family on their tragic loss of this fine young man. And lastly, very sad to report that my sister-in-law, Terry Ashley, 60 years old in Nuevo, died yesterday at 2 o'clock, and we're going to miss her. She was a wonderful mother and a great support to my brother Mike, and we're really going to miss her a lot.
Thank you, Supervisor. Do you have any? So we have a motion and a second to approve those adjournments. Please vote. And please extend our sincere condolences to everyone involved in this tragedy. With that, we will call the meeting, we will adjourn the meeting, and our next meeting date is July the 31st.